Alright, Burt the Droid. I guess I'm supposed to tell you now why my...
Let me read for you. Each protagonist is asked their name, what they were doing before this work placement, their favorite pastime, and why they're interested in joining the Obol Corporation.
Alright, I think we shall begin with the true believer. Of course, the true believer here.
So and his name?
Since I cannot read without my monocle, my parents, as a true believer, worked for the Obol Corporation. And should I have any children of my own, then God willing, they'll work for the Obol Corporation too.
Okay, so you haven't even answered the first question, which is their name.
Oh, true believer. This is the only name given. Holy moly, I guess I was supposed to write a name in there? This is the first time I've ever seen this space. I don't know if you're picking it up on your cam, Burt.
Mm-hmm.
The Droid. You shall have to tell me if you see that line
there.
Yes, I see
I've
that never
line
seen
there.
before. I'm tempted to shoot this with my laser now. I have never seen it. We're going by True Believer. That's going to be the name for right now. I've never seen that line before. Alright, that answers the first
question. That's the first question. Second question, what they were doing before this work placement.
Training to be an adjudicator on one of the orbital stations round Earth after failing the entrance exam.
Okay.
So out here.
Your favorite pastime?
My favorite pastime?
For the true believer's favorite pastime.
Oh, watching Dad's Army. I just tossed that in there. It's not written anywhere here. So you're at liberty to throw in whatever comes to mind. Watching Dad's Army, which is a British program. I believe it was on the BBC. You are now watching BBC 4. That's more of a science channel. You are now watching BBC 1. I have no newspaper here on the cargo ship, so I cannot remember which one is the comedy channel. Do you, Burt the Droid?
No.
Alright. BBC 3 or something. BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 3, BBC Heaven.
I don't think they had that. BBC only had 3 channels or something like that.
No,
anyway,
BBC may have up to... It has 4 channels at the very least. It's been some time since I've done pay television, but I remember I used to get the Daily Mail or some other newspaper, and there were 4 channels at least for the Christmas season programming, which we're coming up on now. We're still in the Halloween or Happy Bonfire Day, if that is a thing that you're doing in the UK. I think most people are on the Halloween season. I have my girl here who assists me again. She has her own laser. She'll own her laser gun upon her personage. But yeah, I think there's at least 4 BBC channels, and if you listen to the Mike Myers song, it's BBC 7. There are 7 BBC channels. This is somewhat of a parody, but I think there's 4, if I recall correctly.
The other thing is, the other question is, why they are interested in joining the Obol Corporation.
Why? Oh, good heavens, why? Okay, for the true believer, determined to show my parents in the Old Bull Corporation that I've got what it takes to join the ranks of the adjudicators by working my way up through the ranks. Not 100% sure what the adjudicators do, probably why I failed the exam, come to think of it, but sure as beans know how to maintain a ship with the trusty mop.
So you're supposed to roll.
Right. It's going to be rolling now. Going to be rolling. And what pray tell, Burt the Droid, are we rolling for exactly?
I'm testing your smarts.
You know, I believe Stella McCartney, daughter of Sir Paul McCartney of the Beatles, said today she does not read the papers. So they're probably not going to read the Daily Mail. Oh, 3.
Okay, so according to assisting, apparently some of your answers that you just gave me have conflicted with information compared to your initial interview. Possibly due to the brain fog from the deep sleep.
Oh, dash it all to hell.
But we have to go with now influencer. Same question.
Before that, I want to show the folks at home my old cam. Using newer cam for this occasion, but this was the old one. It's based on a wire. It sit on top of my computer, like so. I don't know. You hear that? No, saying no. But I could adjust it round about the room if I like. On my personage, there's a lever here that I could move back and forth. Oh, I could take still photographs with this just by clicking here. I don't know if any of you ever saw this before. This may be prior to some of your time here on Earth. This was during the days when Net Zero was the internet service provider. Was it Net Zero, Burt the Droid?
Mm-hmm.
Or were you not created back then?
Yes, Net Zero.
Net Zero. Net Zero, I believe, was the internet service provider of the day, and then Netscape. Ooh, that goes all the way back to Netscape, was the browser with the little shooting star that would go over the giant N. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the letter N. Letter N as opposed to Z. Alright. Which would be N turned sideways is Z. Oh, yeah, that's so funny. Alright. But, zig zig ha. But, here is the cam, and I would get still photographs. I would click off here, and that went on my computer. It would be on a white page, and in a tiny square it would show my picture or who I was chatting with. Okay, so that's enough. And plug that right in to your computer port on the side, the USB port right there. Okay. I just want to show that because it's so old. I think that you need special drivers for that to install that, and then a program. You would have to retro game your computer to be able to handle that one. Alright, just a bit of old equipment to show you there. Alright, we move on to the other one, or we call it time.
True believer, you can answer these questions.
More questions. Well, do you have time, Burt the Droid,
yes,
in this gaming
yes,
session?
hurry up. There are only 4 questions.
Has the
Not
time.
difficult.
Oh, somebody from 2000 AD passed away today. I just wanted to make mention of that. Burt, do you recall the artist that passed away today? Pat Mills said he was the coolest gent. I think coolest mate that one could ever have. What was his name? What did I tell you was the
McNeil, maybe?
yeah, something like this. I'm sorry, I wasn't very big on the prog that he was doing, this comic. I did like martial law. I wanted to get martial law. 2000 AD sends me free comics if you sign up for the app. I believe you could get free comics from 2000 AD. I'm getting free comics, so I get to review them and give my feedback prior to after some of them come out or some of the ideas there. Oh, Nemesis. I want to say Nemesis. Did it sound right to you?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, he used to team up with the ABC Warriors, if I remember this correctly. Yeah, he passed away, I think, perhaps just today. Neil, I want to say Neil Innes. Sorry, I just saw the name for the first time. I remember Pat Mills because he worked on 2000 AD and was instrumental behind much of what you see in 2000 AD, is my understanding. And he worked on Doctor Who on the telly, and I think that was it with Colin Baker as the Doctor. Colin Baker. All right. Who are we?
We're doing the True Believer, answering some questions here.
All right, True Believer.
Number 1. What is your name?
Right. What is your number? Who are you? Like the Prisoner television series. Who are you? What is your name? Number 2. I am the new number 2. What is your name? Number 6, right? What is my name? I told you. True Believer. This is all you're getting from me.
This is Influencer now. We're off True Believer.
You
have to keep...
Right. Stuck on True Believer. All right.
Yes.
Influencer. This is the only name I'm getting once again. I had not known about this sheet here. Get a few fires there. Put a hole through that thing because this is a rather fine time to find this out.
Okay, what they were doing before this work placement.
Bang his head against the bloody wall. A disgraced sim star working on an insincere apology video. Sounds like an idea. I'm not apologizing for any of this.
Their favorite pastime. Should be rather easy question to answer. I would say making videos, yeah.
Streaming lives. Living off of streaming lives.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't think it was that difficult to answer.
Well, I have to look it up here. I would add lib, but I look it up here.
And why they're interested in joining the Oval Corporation.
Just like a skit from Monty Python. All these questions. Oh, why join the Oval Corporation?
Yeah, why did he want to join the Oval Corporation?
First real job, as far as my parents are concerned. It isn't an attempt to lay low and wait for the scandal to blow over. Not at all. No, this is an opportunity to find myself. Plenty of time to unplug and meditate. To reconnect with who I really am, you know?
Alright, well now you're supposed to roll.
Alright. Rolling. For what? I have no idea. To see if I am selected.
No,
his job?
you're rolling to see if the answers to your questions were accurate, and apparently you have no, unlike the true believer, you have no inconsistencies with your initial interview, and you don't have what may be considered brain fog like the true believer had.
Oh,
'Cause
the
he's
odds are
like,
against him already.
yes,
I can tell.
yes.
The odds are against him already.
Okay. So thank you for answering that questions, and when we join our next session, we will have even more questions. Okay. And more rolling and more, dare we say, excitement? Okay.
Yeah,
That's the
dare,
end. That's
dare to
the end
say
of
that
this
one.
particular segment.
Right. Thank you.